Hello students, today we are going to study Standard 8 Chemistry, Chapter number 3, Elements, Compound and Mixtures. I have already taught you about the separation of miscible liquids in the previous class. Today we will be learning about the separation of immiscible liquids and chromatography. Two things we will be learning today: separation of immiscible liquids and one is chromatography. Okay, how to separate the immiscible liquids? As I have already told you, what are immiscible liquids? The liquids that do not get mixed with each other, isn't it? That means it forms a separate layer. For example, kerosene oil and water. So now the question is, suppose if I want to separate kerosene oil and water, how will we separate it? Here in this diagram you can see this is a separating funnel which is taken. In this, the mixture of oil and water is put. What we do here, just we can see the stopper here. We will open the stopper. Okay, we'll open the stopper and we'll allow the water to flow out into the beaker. Slowly water will flow out into the beaker. Then a stage will reach where only small amount of water will be left behind and remaining above that the oil will be floating on above it. Okay, now there will be a layer of separation like this. Here you can see, suppose water will be whatever small amount of water and above that oil will be there. At this stage, when small amount of water will be left and rest all the oil will be there above it, at that stage what you do, you stop the stopper. Okay, after stopping this stopper, remove this beaker. Okay, remove this beaker and again on the tap. Okay, again on that, open that stopper. As you open the stopper, what will happen? A small amount of water which will be left behind, it will flow. Maybe it will happen that along with the water, a small amount of oil will also flow. Let it go waste, no problem. Now when you see that all the water has flown out, small amount whatever was left, it has flown out, and remaining only oil is there, at that time again you stop that stopper. The kerosene oil remains in the funnel and we'll get water in the beaker. In this way, by the help of separating funnel, we can separate the mixture of immiscible liquid, here oil and water. Now the last topic which I am going to teach you is chromatography. What is chromatography? Chromatography, it is a technique which is used to separate the complex mixtures such as dyes or color from ink. The process of chromatography, it involves the separation of different dissolved constituents of a mixture, and it is based on the difference in adsorption of different constituents, and it also depends based on the surface of the appropriate adsorbent material or solid medium. Here you can see I have taken a filter paper. This is the filter paper and this is the solvent taken in this glass jar. Okay, now, and the filter paper is hung by the help of a thread here, you can see. And what I did, just a drop of ink was put on the filter paper and a small portion of the filter paper was dipped inside the solvent. Okay, then here after few minutes you'll see that from this one drop different circles were formed on the filter paper. The different colors or the different rings which are formed gives you the different constituents which are present in the. Basically, there are 4 types of chromatography: paper chromatography, column chromatography, thin layer chromatography, and gas chromatography. Okay, just now which I told, that one was the paper chromatography. Okay, now in this the mixtures are separated as they travel in a mobile phase. Okay, that pass through this stationary phase at different speed in a given time. In standard 9, we will be learning about the chromatography even more in detail. For standard 8, this much is sufficient. Okay, just you have to learn that what is chromatography and what are the different types of chromatography and what is the technique involved. Is that clear? With this, we have come to the end of the chapter.